Hello, I am Mandy Baker, the Chief Happiness Officer, nearly forgot my last word, and expert on workplace well-being. So today I want to talk about the obvious part of well-being, I think, which is physical and mental health. Now, I'm pooling them together today because they are so intrinsically linked. Our physical health and our mental health are virtually one and the same, really, and we should really think about them in the same way. Mental health obviously is spoken about a whole lot more now than it is previously, which is a massively good thing. We are all very aware of our own mental health now with all the restrictions that we've had in the last year or so, and having that conversation, being much more open, is a really good thing, particularly in the workplace, because we shouldn't be scared of mental health. It is exactly the same as our physical health. Sometimes, if you're, training for a marathon, or you're in a really good zone and your physical health is tickety-boo right up here, other times your mental health is going to be, feeling resilient and confident, and other times it's going to be low. And we've had quite a lot of that ourselves in the last few months. So think of it like that. It is one and the same. There should not be a stigma around mental health. Now, obviously, we have times when people are really suffering from mental health problems in the same way as somebody suffering from a severe physical health problem, and they need to be dealt with very specifically. But I'm talking in a more general way about our day-to-day physical and mental health and how it rolls along and goes in peaks and troughs, and how we can be aware of that. So as far as physical health is concerned, encouraging both yourself and your team and your business and organisation to look after those basics. Physical health is not rocket science. The basics: good food, hydration, getting good sleep, and managing stress levels, they are the foundations of good physical health. Really not rocket science, but as we all know, day-to-day life, especially, I don't know if you felt this, but I felt that coming out of lockdown, we are suddenly all racing around again, and it does feel a little bit overwhelming. I think after such a period of quiet, it's lovely to come out and have less restrictions, but that overwhelm is starting to step in as we get busy lives again. But managing our stress levels, stress produces cortisol in your body. That has a physical long-term production of cortisol. If it's not managed, then that can have a physical effect on your body. A certain amount of cortisol is good for you. Certain stress, when people say they're stressed, not all stress is bad. We need stress sometimes to actually take action, but managing those things. And again, as I've said previously, it's an awareness of your well-being, of your physical and mental well-being. That awareness is crucial, because the first step to making change is being aware of your situation and possible issues. So doing the basics, you as a company encouraging your team to, have that become part of the culture. Take away the, vending machine. I don't know if people have them anymore. Encourage fruit to be in the office. Encourage physical exercise, walking clubs, weight loss groups, anything you can do that you can bring together to get that ethos into the company. And it helps if it comes from the top, and that is, physical challenges together as a team are an amazing thing to do. So as far as mental health concerned, I am a big advocate of mental health first aiders, and I think that every business should have one within them, exactly the same way as it's a legal requirement to have a first aider within a business. It's exactly the same as a physical first aider. You are not trying to fix somebody as a mental health first aider. All you are doing is signposting them to the right area for help, okay? If somebody speaks to you about their struggles and about their mental health, do not panic. It is a very good sign that someone is speaking to you, even if they're telling you something really quite extreme. It's a really good sign that they're talking to you. And, arming your workforce and your managers with abilities of knowing where to point people and how to help them is an asset to a company. So knowing physical health and mental health, knowing where you can get help from is a massive thing. So within my wellbeing consultancy, we have a membership where you can get that information. We save you the time. You get that information sent to you. and it saves you time, it saves your managers time. But thinking about mental and physical health together, no stigma, because some people who struggle with their mental health, I have to say, everyone that I've ever worked with who struggles with their mental health, we've all got mental health, they are actually far more aware of their mental state, and they've worked harder at it. In the same way as if you're someone who puts weight on easily, you have to be much more aware of what you eat. Whereas people who struggle with their mental health more are much more aware of what triggers them, what doesn't trigger them. And so they are aware of those things, and ultimately they may be able to help other team members as well. So that's all really good for the team in the workplace. So hopefully that's been of use to you, and thinking about your team, your businesses and your organisation's mental and physical well-being.